Go. Die. Fade.
Tatiana!
Boris! Help!
I don't understand.
Reactor. Chernobylite.
Well, what do I do? Oh, fuck.
You took your time, Igor.
Cut the crap. It's time you gave me some answers.
Yes, we'll get to that. But since this is our last meeting,
Fine. Just make...
What do you really hope to...
Isn't that obvious? I want to...
You may find this surprising, but our goals are actually aligned.
How's that?
We were both going after the same thing, but this whole time we've been chasing someone else's agenda without knowing it. Chernobylite's agenda.
Come on, man. I've come too far to be fed a line of...
Let's start from the beginning. Do you know who
I sure do, Boris. You were my closest friend until you...
Boris is dead. I killed him on that fateful night. April 26th, 1986.
You took his...
The more important question, the question you somehow failed to... Because you're not Professor Igor Kiminyuk. You never were. I am Igor Kiminyuk. I only changed my name to protect you and your mother.
Protect me? How? By trying to kill me at every turn?
If I wanted to kill you, I would have done it the first time.
Will you quit talking in fucking riddles?
The truth is hard to swallow, I know. It was hard for me too. You are me. Tatiana isn't your fiancée. She's mine. Everything you know about her, you are my clone. Sort of. You got my body, my brain, my skills, and most importantly...
What are you saying? How is that even possible?
Tatiana was... That was our personal tragedy. But when Semenov imprisoned her after the Duga fiasco, she fell pregnant. At first, I thought Boris was the father, and I was angry with her. But that was another of seven. He needed me to stay on the project and study Chernobylite. So what happened next was, I don't know what to call it, an immaculate He gave birth to a boy. You. You grew much more quickly than other kids. But your mind didn't seem to follow. The Chernobylite no doubt affected you in unpredictable ways. I never really considered. I didn't know what to do with you. But it was obvious that Semenov would incorporate you into his experiments. Or maybe cut you open and rummage around inside. Until one night, Tanya, your mother, communicated with me telepathically, even though she pleaded with me to release you into the woods. And that's...
You're saying Tatiana's child, who you released in the woods in 1990? But that's impossible. Impossible!
Of course you don't. You looked like a teenager, but had the mind of a small child. I remember giving you a sweater that Tatiana night was so cold. It had my name on it.
The sweater? I had it in the camp. I was imprisoned and...
Yes, it could have been a trigger. Your mind somehow began to rebuild itself. Perhaps you were constructed from Tatiana's desires, from her expectations. I suspect the process was somehow facilitated by the Chernobyl.
But she's been calling me this whole time.
I'm afraid you were bamboozled, my poor boy. We all were. It wasn't Tanya who called...
Chernobylite? But the images...
They felt so real, I know. Your mother was your... It wanted you here. It has plans for you.
Someone sent me a photo of Tatiana and the piece of Chernobylite. They were real. I couldn't have constructed my portal gun without them.
Oh, that. It was that bastard Semenov, of course. He wanted to bring you here as well. He never got over it when I really hoped you would stay away. But it's too late now. Only one of us is leaving this room alive.
Wait, can't we talk it over?
We just did. Goodbye, son. Come on, show me the new and improved Igor Kimenyuk. I wish there was another way. I want that you hurt her. I wish there was another way. You're not strong enough to save Tanya. Only I am. Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. I want to hurt her. Come on, show me the new and improved Igor Kimenyuk. Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. Think you're better than me? Why did you have to come here and complicate things? Don't go easy on me. I won't do the same for you. You're making this too easy, son. don't need a force field to defeat you.
What? You should be dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. Look familiar?
Where did you get that from?
Where else? I took it from you. From your cold, dead hands, Igor.
What? Where? When?
In a reality where you fucked up, my friend. From one of the many worlds bearing the brunt of your failures.
Are you saying that you come from that you're from...
This is hell. You have no idea.
Where are you going?
Back to my screwed up world, of course. You know me. I'd prefer to die fighting.
Wait!
Don't waste the chance I've given you, Igor. Finish the job.
It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection. Deny...
Son, please. It will kill her. It will kill the love of my life. Of our life. Please, there's another way.
Just let me go.
You can do this, son. You can be the man. I could go through the portal and face this thing. Undo...
No, do not do this. Kill me.
A single shot of adrenaline would have saved my ass. Why didn't you give it to me, you cheap fuck?
My life was in your hands, and you let me die!
We were partners, old-timer. I always had your back. Why didn't you have mine?
Taking care of us was your job. You let me die. You failed.
The eulogy you gave at my funeral was awful. Pure drivel. How can you sleep at night, Mousy?
I trusted you. You were supposed to save us all.
You killed Kostia, you motherfucker. My Kostia!
Why? Why did you betray me, Mousy?
After everything I've done for you, you chose NAR? Burn in hell, you backstabbing little freak!
Executing an unarmed prisoner like a common thug. I expected more from you, Professor Kaminyuk.
This isn't possible. These things can't all have happened. I fixed them. At least some of them.
You're wrong. Did you think meddling with space-time wouldn't have consequences? All of this, every bit of it, happened.
But how? I was going back through the wormholes. I was fixing everything.
There is no time travel the way your friend Olivier understands it. You can never change what's already occurred, because every change creates its own space-time continuum.
And time only moves in one direction. Entropy.
Every time you make or unmake a decision, you twist an entire dimension. It's because you are a part of me, made from the same multidimensional stuff.
But I just wanted to save Tatiana.
Yes, your mother. And along the way, you destroyed countless lives across dozens of dimensions. All because of animal body chemistry, because of the human need to connect with your progenitor. So here I am. I am your real mother.
What are you? Chernobylite?
I am God.
Bullshit. There is no God.
But it's a matter of perspective. To a spider under your boot, you surely are a...
Don't. Call me that. I'm
Having a bit of an identity crisis. As a poet once said, the child is the father of the man. The fear that clouds your mind is what makes your situation irreconcilable.
fear? No. I'm not afraid of...
The fear of discovering there is nothing at the core of your persona but pure chaos. But don't worry, I am about to reveal the truth. After that, it won't matter.
What do you want from me?
Have you ever wondered why, despite your technological sophistication, people so insistently pursue self-destruction? Why destroy your own ecosystem? Why you cannot help but slaughter each other and every other species? Why, over and over again, you sacrifice your own future for short-term gain?
If you're thinking to catch me off guard with your freshman philosophy insights, you've got another thing coming. People are, for the most part, selfish assholes. I don't need an alien entity to tell me this. So what's next? Are you going to propose some kind of new world order to save it? Am I to be your prophet and help you usher in a comic book utopia?
I never expected you to be so nihilistic, but I suppose it isn't No, a new world order isn't enough to save you from yourselves. You are fundamentally flawed.
Is that right? And why is that?
Again, it's the fear. Fear of your own existence. Fear of anything stray. I can take it all away. I can help you as I've helped many others.
How?
Your kind can only live in the moment. The future is terrifying to you. It makes you do silly, destructive things. Become my vessel, and I will purify them of fear and weakness. I will remake mankind in my image, burn away the dross in a firestorm the world has never seen. I must reduce everything to ashes so they can be reborn.
That is some insane biblical
You're scared this will make you feel less special, less of this is what being a hero is all about. You went on a quest to heal. We can banter words for as long as you want. I have plenty, but the result is inevitable. You and I are already connected at the core. Struggling against me will only tire you. It will not in the slightest. You're like a fish, endlessly swimming the circumference of a wash basin. You want to jump out. All your science cannot help you. It's time to set aside this futile struggle. Help yourself and the world. Embrace.
I see. Maybe it's time humanity gets another chance at being its best self.
No one will ever know the protagonist's ultimate fate. When he disappeared, a wave of monsters poured into our world through the interdimensional gate, turning Pripyat into a permanent war zone. The inhabitants of the zone gathered everyone who could fight and resist them as best they can. They will never abandon the zone, for it has become their home. They still hope Igor will return one day and help them in their struggle. The Chernobylite meanwhile spreads farther into the zone, and the fight grows more desperate with every passing day. Sashko had always been the lone wolf and daredevil of the zone. Life had always been harsh for him, and he learned the hard way to rely only on himself. His crusade against NAR began with a desire for closure regarding his brother Ruslan's death, but Igor's quest to find Tati. In his final moments, he enjoyed a privilege afforded to few men indeed. He had no regrets. He died as he lived, fighting bravely for those closest to him, and that was enough. Tatakan's fight against the Rat King has reached an end. Having barely survived the zone, he realized his time was up. Now, someone else must carry the torch and defeat the evil lurking in the power plant. But Tatakan wasn't worried. After all, he had prepared Igor and others. Tatakan's true identity was never discovered. Was he a madman, a saint, a spy? But one thing is certain. The old man was a true child of Pripyat. His restless soul will forever wander its marshes. Like so many before him, General Koslov made the wrong choices while chasing a dream. War taught him about the cruelty and inevitability of loss, leaving him indifferent to human suffering. It was only thanks to his nephew Galib and Igor that Koslov found a serendipitous moment that placed his life on a new trajectory. He realized that some victories come at too great a cost. Koslov left NAR at just the right time and lived out his days in quiet contemplation, somewhere far beyond their nefarious grasp. Semenov's ambitions and neuroses almost got him killed. He was a brilliant scientist, but could never come to terms with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Though not a devout communist, Semenov could not stomach the chaotic aftermath, for it reflected the emptiness of his own heart. And so he chased his green Chernobylite dream, hoping his experiments would usher in, and in reality, what he sought was to fill the gaping void in his own soul. Meeting his former student Igor saved Semenov's life, although he could never have predicted it. Confronted with mortal danger, he realized he could no longer allow his demons to He left the zone, hoping there was still time for him to find peace. Without Semenov's brilliance, NAR eventually dissolved. Most of its mercenaries wiped out by either the Shadows or the Samoshield. Faced with staggering losses, the shareholders halted all funding. All that remains of NAR in the zone are the empty barracks and derelict It's over, my son. Close the portal. Cut the connection.
Son, please.
Just let me go.
You can do this, son. Go through the...
No.
It's time to end this once and for all. If anyone can hear me, run as far from here as you can. Everyone, run like hell. Thank you for showing me the way. I won't waste this, I promise. Goodbye. You can rest now.
The protagonist never explained to his comrades exactly what happened at the power plant, but he came out changed. The Chernobylite vanished entirely. The zone is now free of it. Igor stalkers drove off the remaining NAR troops and even convinced a few of them. Now they're working together for the good of the sandwich shells, tracking down the few remaining monsters. Sashko had always been the lone wolf, and life had always been his crusade. In his final, he died as he lived,